Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 4th of August. The session will be very important, so do pay attention till the end as you will be learning multiple things. So let's start. First is India loses how many lives in road crashes as per the report that was recently released by FICCI and EY. That is your Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry along with Ernst and Young. They released a report that was titled Road Safety in India Navigating Through Nonsense. Right? Here you can see this is the name of the report, Road Safety in India Navigating Through Nonsenses. Right? This report was released by FICCI EY, and in this the data states that India loses almost 1.5 million, that is 15 lakh lives in road accident in every year. So 1.5 million, that is equal to 15 lakh lives are lost every year because of road accidents. India, it accounts for 11% of the all road crashes that happens all around the world, and it is stated that in every 24 seconds at least one person is lost due to traffic accident worldwide. Right? Every 24 seconds. Also, India has signed the Brasilia Declaration in 2015 that seeks to reduce the global road traffic fatalities and injuries by half by 2030. So question can be asked, Brasilia Declaration, this is related to what? So this is related to reduce or reduce the fatalities and injuries due to road accidents by half by the year 2030, and vice versa, that in order to reduce the road accident fatalities by half by 2030, what was the declaration that was signed? It is Brasilia Declaration. Correct? And this report was released by FICCI and EY together. Next is which organization launched heat index indicating the feel like temperature? So it is your IMD, that is your India Meteorological Department. They have launched this heat index on experimental basis. The information was provided by our Union Minister Kiran Rijiju, who is our Union Minister for Ministry of Earth Sciences. Then remember, what is this heat index that we are talking about? This is to measure how hot it feels by considering both air temperature and relative humidity. Correct? It offers guidance for regions in India indicating the temperature to show the potential discomfort for people caused by weather condition. Right? So it provides information on the effect of humidity on high temperature. If we look at some of the heat indexes here, see, for green, experimental heat index is less than 35 degrees Celsius. For yellow, the heat index is in the range of 36 to 45 degrees Celsius. For orange, 46 to 55, and for red, it is more greater than or more than 55 degree Celsius. That means it is quite hot there, right? A severe heat wave is declared when the temperature is above 40 degrees Celsius, right? And that is 6.5 degree above normal. A heat wave condition of air temperature will become fatal to human body when exposed to the heat wave, right? So this is your heat index that you can remember for green, yellow, orange and red, and this was released by IMD, that is your India Meteorological Department. Moving on. Next, India has unveiled Ayush Visa category, and it is for foreign nationals seeking traditional medicinal treatment. See, let me give you an example of Canada, right? What happens in Canada is that if you want to get an appointment with a doctor, right, then it becomes very difficult for you to get into a contact of a doctor because the doctors there are way too less, right? And the emergency or the appointment time for the doctors or for any of the procedure that you want to go through with your, say for example, you want to meet a dentist and you want to get a root canal, so you will be getting an appointment for say next to 1 or 2 months, right? You won't be able to get it done immediately, as we do see in India, that if you want to get anything done, you will be able to do it done in within a day or two, right? But it is not in the case of Canada. It takes around 1 to 2 months before you get the appointment for the same, correct? And this is for most of the body part disease, right? So it becomes very difficult for them to get a treatment there. So what now India has done, that they are providing Ayush Visa category, right? Under this, they will be providing visas to various individuals, various national people, for different country people, where they can come into India for various treatment, right? So they can directly come to India for the treatment of various disease. With this new chapter, Ayush Visa has been incorporated, and medical visa of the visa will be provided to various foreign individuals, right? Then this visa or this Ayush Visa, remember this is Ayush Visa. This Ayush Visa aims to attract foreigners who wish to undergo Ayush therapy. And what is Ayush therapy? Ayush stands for Ayurveda, Yoga and Neuropathy, Unani Siddha and Homeopathy. Correct? And this will be at various wellness centers and yoga centers across India. The introduction of this visa aligns with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's announcement at the Global Ayush Investment and Innovation Summit in Gandhinagar, Gujarat in 2022. Right? This will boost medical value travel in India, and also it will strengthen the vision of making Indian traditional medicine a global phenomena. Right? So remember, in order to get treatment with the Ayush sector, that is your Ayurveda, Yoga, Neuropathy, Unani Siddha and Homeopathy, then remember various foreign individuals will be getting visas for the same, so that they can come into India and avail these medical Ayush facilities. Correct? Also, this will promote India as a global medical tourism, right? As a global medical tourism. Correct? Important, take a note of it. So in simple words, India will be providing visas to various individuals or foreign nationals where they want to get treatment in the traditional medicine sector. Correct? And Ayush based healthcare and wellness economy, it is expected to grow to $70 billion by 2025, that is in the next 2 years. Here you can see this Ayush Visa aims to attract foreigners who wish to undergo Ayush therapy, wellness and yoga in India. The introduction of this visa aligns with Prime Minister Modi's announcement at the Global Ayush Investment and Innovation Summit that was in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. And this will boost the medical value travel in India and also strengthen the vision of making Indian traditional medicines a global phenomenon. Next, next is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. They have set a deadline for pharma MSMEs to adopt good manufacturing practices, right? So as we know that it was stated that India will become or India will emerge as a global hub for the export or for the manufacturing and then export, right, for the manufacturing of medical products, right? These products will include your medicines and all other technology and other products that is related to medical sector, correct? So now in order to achieve this, right, we have to also maintain quality, correct? And in order to maintain quality, some guidelines were set by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare for these MSMEs which produce these pharma related medicines and products, and it is mandated for them to follow these manufacturing practices within next 6 months starting 1st of August 2023. So if we talk about it, remember these MSMEs, drug makers, pharma companies with an annual turnover of more than 250 crore rupees have to adopt good manufacturing practices starting from 1st of August 2023. The companies with a turnover of less than 250 crore, they can complete the process within 1 year, but the companies with a value with a turnover of more than 250 crore have to comply them with effective from 1st of August 2023. This adoption can be made by implementing the revised Schedule M of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act of 1940, correct? So coming back, remember here you can see companies, drug makers, pharma companies with an annual turnover of more than 250 crore have to adopt good manufacturing practices within 6 months starting 1st of August 23, and the companies with a turnover of less than 250 crore can complete the process in just 1 year, right? And remember, coming back, if we talk about WHO, World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus is the Director General here. Headquarter it is in Geneva, Switzerland, and it was in 1948 that this was established. And coming back, it is your Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. They recently set the guidelines for this pharma MSMEs to adopt these good manufacturing practices. Correct? Next, which ministry launched Vivad Se Vishwas 2 scheme to settle the contractual disputes? So remember, it is your Ministry of Finance, correct? They have launched this scheme Vivad Se Vishwas 2, correct? It is a contractual dispute scheme and it is to settle the pending contractual disputes of the government and government undertakings. The scheme was announced in the Union Budget 23-24 by the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. The main aim of this scheme is to promote of ease of doing business, and this will cover disputes up to September 30, 2022, correct? And this will clear the backlog of the litigations and also resolve the government's contractual disputes with private parties. The deadline for submitting the claims under this scheme is 31st of October 2023. Application for the settlement are to be made by the contractors through GEM portal, that is Government E-Marketplace portal, and this scheme is valid from 15th of July till 31st of October 2023. So coming back, remember Vivad Se Vishwas 2, this scheme was to settle contractual disputes, and the contractual dispute till September 30, 2022 will be solved here. And to apply for the scheme, the deadline is 31st of October, and this is open from 15th of July till 31st of October, correct? And these contractual disputes that we are talking about, this is to the settle all the contractual disputes that involve the government of India or any of their organizations, correct? So it was launched by Ministry of Finance. Next, ISLRTC, that is your Indian Sign Language Research and Training Center, and NIOS, they recently signed a Memorandum of Understanding to promote ISL. I repeat, ISLRTC, they signed this Memorandum of Understanding with National Institute of Open Schooling, that is NIOS, and it is to promote the Indian Sign Language and collaborate on standardization and development of quality learning resources during the third year of the National Education Policy 2020. Correct? I repeat, recently ISLRTC they signed this memorandum of understanding with NIOS, and it was to promote Indian Sign Language and collaborate on the standardization and the development of quality learning resources during the third year of the National Education Policy 2020. And second, Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Sangam at India Trade Promotion Organization, Pragati Maidan, New Delhi. Correct? So coming back, remember this MOU was signed to promote ISL, that is Indian Sign Language. Correct? Under this MOU, they have planned to work on designing and development of the process of review of learning content in ISL, that is Indian Sign Language, and developing a smooth strategy for examination and evaluation of the deaf and hard of hearing students. Correct? So to help those disabled students, to help those deaf and hard of hearing students, and to promote them and to provide them with various development strategies, various examination strategies, various evaluation strategies, a MOU was signed that will be promoting this Indian Sign Language that comes under NEP 2020, and it was signed by ISLRCTC and NIOS. Correct? Next, which two organizations signed a memorandum of understanding for providing aids and assistive devices to Divyangjans, right? So remember, it is NHPC and ALIMCO. These two organizations signed a memorandum of understanding with each other for various aids that can be provided to more than 1000 persons with disabilities or Divyangjans, right? I repeat, this MOU was signed, first thing remembered, under corporate social responsibility, right? It was signed by NHPC and ALIMCO. Under this MOU, persons with disability, that is 1000 Divyangjans or persons with disability, will be provided with assistive devices that will help them in learning further. Correct? So providing aids and assistive devices that will help them to deaf for them to listen better and understand what is happening in the environment. Correct? So these are the two organizations. Mark this. Moving on, here you can see NHPC and ALIMCO. Correct? They have recently signed this MOU where they will be providing aids and assistive devices to 1000 Divyangjans, that is persons with disabilities, in close proximity to NHPC project in states in the north and northeast. And remember, this was under CSR initiative, that is your corporate social responsibility initiative of NHPC at the NHPC corporate office, Faridabad, Haryana. Next is your AIMS Delhi. They signed a memorandum of understanding with which organization for the solarization of the AIMS New Delhi campus? It is your IREDA. Correct? IREDA, that is your Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited. They and your AIMS Delhi, right? They recently signed this memorandum of understanding that will work towards the solarization of the campus of the AIMS New Delhi. Correct? And with this, we are aiming to shift from non-renewable to renewable sources of energy, as this AIMS campus have installed 9 kilowatt rooftop solar plant at its New Delhi campus, right? So, and this was set up with the help of IREDA. Next, and remember, when we are talking about solar panels, right? So there can be three types of ways which you can install them. First is your on-grid, right? Second is your hybrid, and third is your off-grid, right? So these are three types of. In on-grid, what happens is you use it directly from the contractor from which you are buying electricity, but when in on-grid, when the solar panel is generating some electricity, that balance will be deducted from your bill. Hybrid is you use both type of both on grid and off grid. And off grid is basically when you don't have any connection of electricity, you 100% you rely on solar energy itself, right? You have all the batteries and everything which will be charged when there is solar energy, and from that electricity only you will be able to use the power. Correct. So for the solarization of the campus of AIMS Delhi, recently it was IREDA that signed this MOU with them. Next is banking and finance. RBI has approved the amalgamation of Navanirman Cooperative Urban Bank with Rajdhani Cooperative Urban Bank. I repeat, RBI has approved the amalgamation of Navanirman Cooperative Urban Bank with Rajdhani Cooperative Urban Bank. Right? Important. And the scheme for the amalgamation is with effect from 3rd of August 2023. Correct. The scheme has been sanctioned in the exercise of the powers conferred under subsection 4 of the section 44A, and the act was originally passed as the Banking Companies Act of 1949 and came into force on 16th of March 1949. Here this act gives RBI the power to control the banks in India, and it did not comply to Jammu and Kashmir until 1956. So coming back, which two cooperative banks are being amalgamated, and for them RBI has given the approval. It is your Navanirman Cooperative Urban Bank and Rajdhani Cooperative Urban Bank. Next is Axis Bank. They have partnered with Kiwi to bolster credit on UPI on RuPay credit cards. I repeat, Axis Bank, that is the third largest private sector bank in India. They collaborated with NPCI, correct? And this is for the first time that Kiwi have launched this revolutionary credit, or this Kiwi, or basically we can say this Axis Bank, they have launched this Kiwi, correct, in partnership with NPCI, and this is a revolutionary credit on UPI platform to launch this Axis Kiwi virtual credit card. So I'm speaking it again, do listen. This Axis Bank, they partnered with NPCI to launch this Kiwi virtual credit card that will offer various credit card rewards along with UPI's fast and secure payment for seamless online and offline transactions. Right? So remember, the partnership offers a complete credit on UPI platform on the RuPay network. The functionality enables users to conduct merchant payments with the Kiwi app utilizing their credit cards through UPI. And apart from this, remember here this UPI unified payment interface. This facility was provided to Axis Bank through their tie-up with NPCI. Correct? Remember this. So coming back, it is your Axis Bank, the third largest private sector bank. They collaborated with NPCI and they partnered for the first time with Kiwi, a revolutionary credit on UPI platform, to launch the Axis Kiwi virtual card that offers card rewards along with the convenience of UPI's fast and secure and seamless payment. Correct? Mark this. So this Kiwi credit card was launched by Axis Bank, and with this they tie up with NPCI, remember. Next, SIDBI, they collaborated with IIM Ahmedabad CII.co to establish Accelerator Fund. What is this CII.co? So remember, it is SIDBI. They partnered with the Center of Innovation, Incubation and Entrepreneurship. Alright, and it is Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad, Gujarat Startup Incubator and Investor Cell. Right, they together signed this or collaborated to establish a accelerator fund. Now what is this accelerator fund? Accelerator fund is basically to help them invest in various initiatives, right, and which intends to strengthen India's development and funding ecosystem for early stage startups. As I said, this helps us to invest in various upcoming technologies. Say for example, if we take off artificial intelligence, right, new softwares, new platforms, new websites, new portals, new applications will be coming up where this AI will be incorporated, right? So in order to invest those early stage startups and in order to grow India and India's development and to fund the India's development, basically this accelerator fund was set up, and this fund was set up by SIDBI in collaboration with CII.co. Correct? And this CII.co is of IIM Ahmedabad. Correct? Which is the 21st IIM that has been setting up. It is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Mumbai, Maharashtra became the first state to have two IIMs. First was your IIM Nagpur, and now second is your IIM Mumbai. Correct? Mark this. So 21st IIM in India is your IIM Mumbai. Correct? Next. Next is economy and business. Recently, Karnataka government and IBC, they recently signed this memorandum of understanding to set up recyclable lithium ion battery unit. I repeat, Karnataka government and the US based International Battery Company, they signed this MOU to set up a recyclable lithium ion battery manufacturing unit with an investment of 8,000 crore rupees in Karnataka, right? That is worth $1 billion. Correct? Where did we find the lithium ion reserves? It was in Jammu and Kashmir. Then where we saw the second edition of Semicon India? It was in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Where was the first edition? It was in Bangalore, Karnataka. Right? And now we are seeing that recently IBC, that is your International Battery Company, and Karnataka government, they signed this MOU where they will be setting up a recyclable lithium ion battery unit, and for this they are investing $1 billion. Correct? And this will be the second lithium ion manufacturing facility in Karnataka. It is expected to be established on 100 acres of land at the IT investment region at Devandhali in the Bangalore rural district. Next is Falcon 9. Right? SpaceX Falcon 9, they have launched Intelsat G37H4 telecommunication satellite to geostationary orbit. Correct? And these were launched from Falcon 9 rocket. The satellite was manufactured by Maxar Technologies. This is a space technology company in the United States, and it was the 52nd orbital launch for SpaceX in 2023. Correct? And the sixth launch for this particular Falcon 9 first stage booster. Correct? So coming back, remember this was Intelsat's G37H4 telecommunication satellite that was launched into geostationary orbit using SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. Right? Next is Bharat Dynamics Limited, BDL. Right? They have handed over the first radio frequency seeker of Akash to DRDO. I repeat, recently Bharat Dynamics Limited, they handed over the first radio frequency seeker of the Akash next generation missile to DRDO. Right? I repeat again, it was Bharat Dynamics Limited. They have delivered the first radio frequency seeker of the Akash next generation missile to DRDO. Right? And the first RF, that is your radio frequency seeker, was handed over by Commodore A. Madhav Rao, Chairman and Managing Director of BDL, to Dr. Samir V. Kamath, who is the Secretary of the Department of Defense Research and DRDO. Right? Here you can see first RF seeker was handed over by A. Madhav Rao, who is a retired Chairman and Managing Director of BDL, to Dr. Samir V. Kamath, the Secretary of the Department of Defense Research and Development and Chairman of DRDO. Correct? If we talk about this Akash next generation missile, this is a short range mobile surface to surface missile, that is SRSAM. Correct? So short range and surface to, not surface to air missile. Correct? This was developed by DRDO. It has a operation range of up to 4.5 kilometers to 25 kilometers, and the speed here of this Akash new generation missile is 2.5 Mach, that is 2.5 times the speed of sound. Right, so coming back, Bharat Dynamics Limited handed over the first radio frequency seeker of Akash new generation missile to DRDO. Next is your poetry. Marathi poet and lyricist Namdeo Dhondo Manohar has recently passed away at the age of 81 in Pune, Maharashtra. He was born on 16th of September 1942 in Aurangabad, Maharashtra, right? And apart from this, he also had a passion for agriculture, but recently he passed away. He also wrote many songs for Marathi movies. Also, he was honored with Padma Shri Award in 1991, that is the fourth highest civilian award of India. Then he was also awarded with Sahitya Academy Award for his contribution to Marathi poetry in 2000. Correct? So mark these two awards also. Next is your important days. World Wide Web Day, WWW Day. When do we observe this? This day is observed on 1st of August globally, and it is to create awareness about the impact of internet globally, right? WWW, that is a World Wide Web. It is a collection of websites or web pages that are stored in web servers and connected to local computers throughout the internet. Users can access the content of these sites from any part of the world over the internet, right? And Tim Berners-Lee is the person who developed WWW on 1st of August in 1989. Correct? And this marked the beginning of the internet. And where was this found? It was at CERN, that is at located in Geneva, Switzerland. And what is this CERN? Correct, it is European Organization for Nuclear Research. Next, if question asked when was the first time the first website went live on internet, so it was on 6th of August in 1991, right, which hosted on Tim Berners-Lee's computer, and it was the first website that went live there. Correct? So World Wide Web, remember, it is observed on 1st of August. Next, Earth Overshoot Day. When do we observe this? Earth Overshoot Day is to mark the date when humanity's demand for ecological resources and services in a given year exceeds what Earth can generate in that particular year. So this day is observed on 2nd of August. I repeat, what does this overshoot means here? Earth Overshoot Day. That means the amount at which or the pace at which the humans are consuming good minus the pace at which the earth can regenerate that. That means it is the ecological resources and the services in a given year that exceeds what earth can generate in a year, and humans are consuming it. Correct? And remember, this overshoot day falls on 2nd of August. That means that humanity currently uses 75% more of what the planet's ecosystem can regenerate, right? That means we are using 75% more of the resources of which the earth can regenerate. Correct? And Earth Overshoot Day in 2022, when do we observe this? It was on 28th of July, and this year it was on 2nd of August. Correct? And the first ever Earth Shoot Day was observed on 25th of December 1971. Correct? Next. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go for a quick revision. FICCI and EY report released that stated almost 1.5 million lives are lost in road accidents. IMD has launched heat index indicating the feel like temperature. India has unveiled Ayush Visa category for foreign nationals that are seeking traditional medicine treatment. Ministry of Home and Family Welfare, they have set a deadline for pharma MSMEs to adopt good manufacturing practices. Ministry of Finance, they have launched Vivad Se Vishwas 2 scheme to settle contractual disputes. ISLRTC, they and NIOS signed this Memorandum of Understanding to promote ISL. NHPC and ALIMCO, they signed this MOU for providing aids and assistive devices to Divyangans. And 100 1,000 persons with disabilities will be provided with this assisted devices. Then AIMS New Delhi signed this MOU with IREDA for solarization in AIMS New Delhi campus, and 9 gigawatt setup of solar panel will be set up here. Then RBI has approved the amalgamation of Nava Nirman Cooperative Urban Bank with Rajdhani Cooperative Urban Bank. Next, Axis Bank, they have partnered with Kiwi to bolster credit on UPI on RuPay credit cards. SIDBI collaborated with IIM Ahmedabad CII.co to establish accelerator fund to fund the India's development and the budding startups. Then Karnataka government and IBC, they signed this MOU to set up recyclable lithium ion battery unit, and this will be the second kind of or second such unit in Karnataka. SpaceX Falcon 9 launches Intelsat's G37H4 telecommunication satellite to geostationary orbit. BDL Bharat Dynamics Limited, right? They handed over the first radio frequency seeker of Akash new generation to DRDO. Marathi poet lyricist Namdio Dhondo Manohar has recently passed away at the age of 81. World Wide Web Day is observed on 1st of August, and Earth Overshoot Day is observed on 2nd of August. So these are your important current affairs for the 4th of August, friends. I hope you have understood the session and have taken notes. Now let's shift to some revision part. Next is 7 products from which 3 states recently got the GI tag. So these 7 products, they are from UP, Goa and Rajasthan. So of top 3, these are the 3 states we are talking about that got the GI tag, and 7 products got the GI tag from here, right? And if we look at the count, 4 from Rajasthan got the GI tag, then 2 from Goa, and 1 from UP recently got the GI tag. Now if the question asked here is which state has got, or which is the state that became the state with the maximum number of GI tag, it is Tamil Nadu, right? Tamil Nadu state has maximum GI tag, that is 58, correct? 58 GI tags, correct? Then apart from this, remember, if question asked to you that how many GI tag or the state that is the highest GI tag, it is 58 with Tamil Nadu on the top, correct? Then Uttar Pradesh is on the second position with 51, and Karnataka is on the third position with 48. Who was conferred with Lokmanya Tilak National Award? Important question, right? Do take a note. So who was awarded with Lokmanya Tilak Award? He will be our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Important, do take a note of it, right? And by whom was he conferred with this Lokmanya Tilak National Award? By Tilak Smarak Mandir Trust, right? Then remember, this is for his appreciation for his exceptional leadership and his work promoting patriotism among citizens, correct? So Lokmanya Tilak National Award was conferred to whom? To Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Apart from this, remember, he was in Pune, Maharashtra on 1st of April, where he flagged off Pune metro trains and inaugurated and laid the foundation stones of various development products, correct? Apart from this, remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also dedicated Pimpri Chinchwad Municipal Corporation's waste to energy plant. Waste to energy plant was also dedicated, that will be developed with an approximate cost of 300 crore rupees, correct? So who was honored with Lokmanya Tilak National Award? Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi flagged off Pune metro trains and also laid down various projects, various development projects. Then apart from this, he also dedicated Pimpri Chinchwad Municipal Corporation's waste to energy plant, that will be developed with a cost of 300 crore rupees, and it will consume approximately 2.5 lakh metric tons of trash yearly to generate power. Next, which organization released the 9th edition of report on global tobacco epidemic 2023? So it is your World Health Organization, right? And they have released this 9th edition of this report. that is on global tobacco epidemic. Correct? Important. And remember, the report tracks the progress made by the countries in tobacco control since 2008, and it marks the 15 years since the introduction of Empower, WHO's technical package, which is designed to help countries to implement the reduction measures of WHO convention or WHO's framework on convention on tobacco control, right? So this Empower was launched, and this was a framework that helps the countries to reduce the use of tobacco in their country. Correct. So it was the ninth edition of this report released by WHO. And the question asked here is that which edition of this report was released? It was released by WHO, and it was the ninth edition of this report that was released. Also, the report stated that almost 5.6 billion people are protected with at least one best practice of tobacco control measure, right? And the report showed that two countries, that is Mauritius and the Netherlands, they have achieved the best practice level in Empower measures. Next, who has been appointed as the chairman or chairperson of MFIN? So who has been appointed as the chairperson of MFIN? He will be Uday Kumar Heber, right? Important. And remember, who will be the vice chairperson here? Manoj Namber. Next, friends, let's move to the homework section. First, which union ministry is associated with Jan Vishwas, that is Amendment of Provisions Bill? Second, the Indian Institute of Management Amendment Bill proposes which personality as the visitor to all the IIMs? Third, Micron is set to establish India's first semiconductor plant in which state, right? So these are your three homework questions. These are your important questions, right? I want to see maximum participation of students in these homework questions, right? So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.